Hello gangsters, animals, creatures with 15 or more legs. So this full lace wig has been through a frickin' lot. Was at one point 18 inches in blonde. It is now who knows how many in green. And when I dyed it green, I assumed that the lace wasn't gonna stain on account of it was synthetic, and that I was frickin' wrong about. So if you just did that, know that there are frickin' ways to undo it. This is an average pot that I'm just gonna boil on the stove. So for this, we're using boiling water. I got this hair extension out of a thrift store, and I don't freaking like the color, so I ran it under the sink really hot. And you can actually see on there where the hot water has touched it, because it gets to be kind of streaky. There's the full coloring, and then there's where the hot water hit it. That's another place the hot water hit it. And when I tell you, running hot water over stuff like this just makes it piss color. I wish I had taken a video when I did that, but I have a picture of it laying in the sink while I was washing it. But here's the thing with the full lace wig. You might be tempted to put it under the hot water in the tap, but you can't really do that, and here's why. The water isn't gonna just pass over the mesh. It's probably gonna go right through the hair, and then you're gonna have a streaky freaking mess. And your wig is gonna be looking just about as mottled as the cap does. So don't do that. Do what I'm about to do. But you're gonna have to wait a second as it hasn't boiled yet. I do videos on many things. It's mostly DIY, but today it's about DIY and wigs. All of last year I wore a wig because I have hair loss, which I'm not gonna show because it is tied up right now. Color right now is about a light grass green. It's kind of like paint water after you dip the brush in once. The color now is kind of a Shrek green. It's actually pretty much half of the original blonde and then half my hair because I was filling it in. So there are parts of this that won't appear normal. This is what it's starting to look like. I'm seeing that blonde coming through again. This is something I would recommend using a much larger pot for, because pieces of the hair, if not tied up, will dip onto the burner. And I know this because it smells like burning hair in here. I just didn't want to use cooking pots for this because you never know what's in hair dye. Don't know how hair dye particles wash off of pots. Oh. I've seen apple cider vinegar used for this before, so I'm just gonna put that in there. Whoa, all of a sudden that works a whole lot better. The water is now a pretty frickin' deep green. Right now that is pure frickin' hair dye water. Look at that ring around it, what the hell? It do look different. Yeah, that last batch really removed the ring from the outside. You can see the original color of the lace starting to come through here. Yeah, this takes a lot longer than I assumed it did. So here it is, the final look at the full lace wig. So this is my first time doing it, so I didn't do frickin' fantastic or anything. It looks a lot better than it did. Look, I mean, that's skin color, right? That's a normal tone for a person to have, you know? And you can still see the green knots on there. You can see the lace being a whole lot more normal looking. You can see how light just bounces right off of that. Doesn't completely absorb like it does on the back. I did some on the very back there, but it took a while to freaking brush out. So I lost some hair on that, but I enjoyed fixing most of my hair onto this thing. So it isn't a massive freaking failure if I have to do it again. I'm not freaking pissed if I have to do it again, because I did enjoy that. I mean, it was freaking excruciating to spend so many hours a day on something so monotonous, but, you know, at the end of the day, you do have just about the best result you could, even if you were sitting in weird freaking positions doing that whole thing. So the lace is still a little green, but it's better than where it was. You know, it looks more realistic. Looks more realistic now. I'll be able to use this for box braids if I feel like doing that this spring or whenever. But of course I have to spend some time cutting it, because this cut is just damn near horrendous. I would never go out like this. And that's why I just haven't used it yet. But I am really glad to have more use out of this thing, to have more ability to get the use out of this thing that it was originally created for, instead of it being based on mistakes I made a year ago. Yeah, I love this thing. I love full lace wigs. They're so freaking cool. You can do anything you freaking want with them. And that's probably about it. Make sure to subscribe to the Ice Between Eyeliner channel if you want a small dog to come to your house and sit in your mailbox for the next while.